Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Adam Bilsing and this is Dirty Bandana Music, and today we're doing an unboxing video on the AKG C414 XLII reference multi-pattern condenser microphone stereo set for recording in professional studios and on stage. These are some pretty cool mics, nice stereo set. I'm going to be using these for overheads or room mics on my drum set. I had a pair of these before in the old Nashville studio that got liquidated when I freaked out and moved to Oregon. But now we're back and I'm picking up another pair because I liked them a lot. So just sort of rolling over some specs here, looking at the outside of the box. We'll also include links down in the description where you can go look at all of the actual specs online in a way that isn't quite as blurry as this. And here's what's in the box. 2 mics, 2 windscreens, stereo bar, 2 shock mounts, 2 regular mic clips. I never ever use the regular mic clips. I always use the shock mounts for microphones like these. The AKG shock mounts work really good and hold things together really well. So let's go ahead and get this thing open, get the plastic off of here, see what's inside. One of my favorite things about these AKG microphones is that they come in these really cool suitcases. They're like really nice, well put together, tough cases that you can use for if you're transporting these anywhere or just when you're storing them in your mic locker. Keeps everything nice and safe and in really good shape. Here we go, taking the plastic off. I always love getting new toys. New microphones are the best. Now they make 2 versions of these C414s. They make an XLII and an XLS version. To my knowledge, they're actually pretty similar, so you can check out the specs online. They're really close. They look a little different. These have gold on them, sort of a gold color, and yep, C414s. I've said it 100 times. Thanks for showing it again. And the XLS models have sort of like a silver or gray color to them. So here's what's in here. They've got individual microphone curves for the actual serial number of the mics that you get in your set. So that's some pretty cool fancy stuff if you're real deep into it. Stereo pair certificates. They're computer matched, so you know it's good. And then a manual. There you can see the 2 versions on the front of that manual. The XLS is on the left and the XLIIs are on the right. The XLIIs are what we're opening today. Big long manual, several languages. Nobody ever reads it. I mean, people smarter than me probably read it. I don't read it. So a nice foam casing. They've got some cool bags for them, like real plush, nice feeling bags. And there you go. There's the whole kit. It's all sort of arranged in there real nicely, packed up, sealed up, everything real pretty. And you can see both the mics, both of the shock mounts. The stereo bar is down there on the bottom. The clips are sort of tucked in there, top and bottom, and then the extra foamy windscreens in the bottom corners. I'm going to try real hard not to screw up this microphone with my knife. See if I can do it without cutting myself too. Okay. These things are essentially very nice and can be used for a lot of different stuff. There's a pattern selector on the front there. You can see this button. You can go through a couple different polar patterns. They've got figure 8, cardioid, omni, whatever these other 2 are that I can't think of right now. And there's a little LED light when you have these plugged in. These, of course, require phantom power. There's also some options on the back for changing the input level and the roll-off there. Again, we're going to have links so that you can see all this in a way that's a little less fuzzy. We'll get you the link to check out the actual website with all of the specs all outlined there. There's the windscreen, so it looks like with the windscreen on there. I don't usually put the windscreen on them, but to be fair, it's because I'm really never singing into these. I think if you were using these for anything vocal, you might like having that. Right now, I've got one of these on my kit sort of as a hi-hat mic, but I think as I progress, I'll be using them more like a room microphone on the drum set. There it is in the shock mount. Like I said, these shock mounts are really nice. They tighten up with that screw on the bottom that I'm sort of playing with there. And I have oftentimes hung these upside down and sort of in horizontal fashion. And I'm never worried about the mic falling out of there. It holds on to them really well. Really high quality shock mounts. One of my favorite things about these AKG mics. I would say this is definitely a nice purchase. there's the clips. Like I said, I never use the clips. I just don't know. Being a drummer and hanging these things as overheads, I'm always worried that they're gonna fall out, or I'm gonna like maybe accidentally hit one. You can see these clips are really tight, which is good, and that'll work well if you're singing into it or something. But when I'm hanging them upside down or hanging them as overheads, I always use the shock mounts. I much prefer the shock mounts. So that's pretty much it for what's in the box. There's a stereo bar. You've probably seen these a million different places. Pretty simple. You put both of them on there in a very tight pattern, put them on one mic stand. That's what a stereo bar is for. I would say definitely would recommend. These are pretty versatile mics, really nice, high quality. Like I said, love that they come in this box, and you got a case to store them in, whether you're taking them on the road or just putting them up in your mic locker. So AKG C414 XLIIs, definitely would recommend. Stay tuned here, subscribe, like below, do all that stuff. We've got many more unboxings and lots of drumming content on the channel, because that's what I really do. You can also follow me on Instagram at Dirty Bandana, and you can get all the details for everything that I'm up to on my website at dirtybandana.com. That's it for now. We'll see y'all next time.